At one end of the ice, it's a chance to close it out. At the other, there is no tomorrow. Hi, everybody. James Cebulski here for EA Sports. Game 6 is ready. Oh, this building's electric, and both teams are set to go. Oh, you've got to love this playoff atmosphere. Everything matters. The points were played from the corner. Unloads a shot. Answers it with an even better save. Shuts him down.
Just fantastic work by the goaltender, making consecutive saves. How athletic.
Oh, and that's poked away in the offensive zone by Slavkovsky.
As a former defender, I know this play is not easy because you're sick. You have to know exactly how long it is, and you have to kind of surprise your opponent when you outreach it to try and disrupt the play.
Still plenty of time left in this frame. Still no score in this one. Montreal's got the win off that draw.
Great face-off win by the center. Now they can get out of their zone and get a change.
What a steal in his own end. Here they come on the attack. Solid hit on the play, and that knocks the puck off his stick. Feeds it to Hudson. Along the right wing, they enter the attacking area. Slides the puck across. Here they come through center and into the offensive end. Oh, gets a little piece of it and keeps it out of the net. Looks to set up at the point now. Oh, he kind of struggled with that one, but he got just enough to keep it out.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it out of danger.
The Lightning have the puck in their own end. Moves it to Gord. Puck scooped up by Kapanen.
Gord's pass was so difficult, James. I mean, he stumbles, so he's off balance, and he's still able to corral the puck and get it off with precision to the shooter. That leads to a great scoring chance.
And that's offside, stopping the play. Montreal's won the faceoff at center. Sends the pass over. Loses his balance on the play. Tampa Bay's got the puck in the defensive end. And that's taken away in the offensive end by Texier. Here's a blast. What a block as he lays out, and I'm sure he'll feel that one. And he stopped that one.
Well, this is an incredible athletic save, but this is all instinct. There's no time to put yourself to position. You just react, and if you get there, you get there. What a great job.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. The game is still scoreless. Evans wins the faceoff in the offensive zone and makes the save.
Vasilevsky's made a great save there, and it's really important to reset after a blowout. I mean, you're in the playoffs. Every game is important. It's important to get a great start, and he does just that.
Oh, and he whiffs. Picked off by Shekov. The Canadiens are in transition. Look out. Here they come on the attack. Here's a shot. Oh, that's a great shot block there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's grade A scoring chance, and you want to make sure that you get in front of that one, and he did. He gets all of it.
Gord's won the draw at center. Oh, did you hear that? That was a car crash out there.
He knew exactly what he was doing with that hit this early in the game. He's trying to send a message and dictate the pace.
Slides the puck to Suzuki. The Canadiens take it across the blue line. Hard shot. Big time stop. Tenacious battle for the puck along the wall. Again, the denial by the goaltender.
Vasilevsky's been outstanding. I mean, he gets to position to be able to make that point-blank save.
The Lightning have the puck against the boards. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. Up along the wall on the right side and into the attacking area. What a hit on the play! Oh, my!
Yeah, you clearly knew what he was doing here. He got all of them, tags them, knowing full well that he's going to disengage that puck.
Love it.
Well, that's an impressive hit early in the game here, James. You know what that says to me? Engagement. It says, I am engaged. I want to dictate the pace of play of this game.
The Habs start with the puck in their own end. Here's a short pass to Matheson. Looks to get the puck over to Gallagher. Fires it on net. Turned aside with the blocker by Vasilevsky. Here's a shot. Wide of it. The Bolts gain possession along the wall. Tampa Bay is through center and now in the offensive end. The Canadiens take possession here in the open ice. Montreal's got the puck against the half wall. Works it across to Hagel. And now he tries to get it across to Cirelli. The Bolts have the puck in the corner. Moves it quickly over to Radish. Takes that pass back at the point. Montreal's got a hold of the puck. Dumps it into the O-zone. Tampa Bay's got the puck along the wall. Picked up along the boards by Bjorkstrand. Working the puck deep inside their own end. Tries to feed it over to Bjorkstrand. And he shuts the door on that. The Bolts gain possession. Great defensive stick work on the play. Takes the feed from the left side. Can't hang on to the biscuit after that. Nice band pass off the boards. The Lightning have taken control of the puck. Paul's crossed the line and is on the attack now. Off a stick. The Habs scoop it up along the boards. Picked up along the wall by Paul. Turns it aside with the blocker by Jones. Oh, he had it beat, but it goes off the inside post.
Gotta love offense, James, and the ability to score goals. And this one just goes right off the pipe. That's frustrating.
Puck picked up by Destoux. Sends a pass over. And they'll go the other way with it. Great play by Anderson. Grabs control of it at the point. The Lightning have gained possession off the wall. And now it's over to Bjorkstrand. Takes a shot. Makes the save on the slapper. Xhekaj is lugging the puck. Quick pass to Deneau. Along the half wall with the puck. Tampa Bay's gained possession along the boards. Angles it over to Destoux. And now he moves it to Bjorkstrand. Skates to the crease. Shot! And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. And a quick little stick Griffin comes up with a turnover. He scores! The big man, Victor Hedman.
That's a really tough defensive zone turnover. Now everyone's caught out of position trying to cover, except for the shooter, of course, who has all the time in the world to put it top bins.
The Lightning have been pushing, and they finally break through with the game's first goal.
Yeah, they capitalize finally, James, and that's the execution they needed. But there's not much ice out there, not much separating these two teams. So this next shift to create and continue that momentum is really important.
Here's a chance to make something happen inside the neutral zone. The Bolts gain possession in their own end. Big hit, and that frees up possession. Bolduc stick handling in his own zone. Looks to pass it to Texier. Right up Main Street and on the attack. Slides it across. They go on the attack from the left side. Quick shot. Tremendous stop by Jones. Taken along the wall by Hudson. Carries the puck through the neutral zone. Quick feed to Evans. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Stopped by the goaltender. Can't hang on to the puck after taking a knock. And that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. Taken by Hudson. The Bolts get a hold of the puck along the boards. The Canadiens have it from their own end. Quick pass across to Texier. Takes it at center. The Bolts have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Montreal's got a hold of the puck now. Moves the puck behind. as the puck's covered up. We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. Tampa Bay's up 1-0. Montreal's got it, and they're on the attack. Here's a feed in front, and he denies that great opportunity there. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here.
As we look at that last save again, James, it is absolutely incredible and so impressive to see a goaltender just out-battle and out-will his opponent to find the puck.
Puck ready to drop here any moment to get things underway again. Montreal's won it. Now they'll go on the attack. Stopped by the goaltender. Great hits up play with the stick by Hedman. The Lightning have taken possession along the wall. Kucherov's got it in the offensive zone. Montreal's looking to break out of their own end. Takes a shot. Way too much congestion blocks that. A chance in front. Oh, stick save and a beaut.
Well, this is an incredible save, James. It's anticipation as well. Recognize that the shooter is in the low slot, getting in front of it and making the save.
The Canadiens take possession off the faceoff. Along the boards, they battle for the puck back and forth. Tampa Bay's got possession of the puck. Makes the save, but barely with that one.
The key to being a great goaltender is not giving up second shot opportunities, and it's playing the rebounds to the corner. He does an excellent job here.
Passes it over. Shot. Oh, that's off the blocker. What a stop by Jones.
That's a fantastic save by the goaltender, but his team has to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice. Those high-danger scoring chances eventually go in.
Streaking into the attacking zone for the right. Launches the puck into the corner of the offensive zone. Slides it diagonally to Holmberg. Takes the feed in the middle of the neutral zone. Back to the point it goes. Montreal's got control of it now from their own end. Gaining momentum along the wing. Feeds it over. Nowhere for that shot to go through. Scrum along the boards, they battle for the puck. Scooped up along the wall by Gensel. Look at that hit. Maybe try to wear down the opponents here. Moves it to Radish. And makes the routine save. Uses the boards with the bank pass. And that's picked off in the neutral zone by Perry. Montreal's got the puck along the boards. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Puts it on net, and that one's stopped. Tampa Bay's got it in their own zone. Here's a short pass to Perry. Puck grab by Carrier. Getting a little too physical to maintain possession. The Canadiens gain control of the puck against the wall. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. There's a shot. Gives them nothing in front. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. Inching closer to the midway mark of this period. 1-0 the score. The Canadiens win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Grabbed along the boards by McDonough. Sneaks by the poke check. Made the stop on the play. Goaltender covers up and will get a face-off. Montreal's down here in period one despite the fact that they've had way more scoring chances here. And they take possession off the draw here at their own end. Directed over to Bjorkstrand. Slides by the check. Oh, he couldn't put it past. What a stop by Jones. Past the halfway mark of this period, the Bolts have taken a 1-0 lead. And off the draw, they win possession. Feeds the puck across to Slavkovsky. Gaining momentum up along the side. And that's poked away by McDonough. Tampa Bay's got a hold of it against the wall. Battle ensues for that loose puck along the boards. Long lead pass to Paul. The Bolts looking against the half wall. Works it across to Suzuki. And that's kicked off by Perry. Moves it quickly over to Hudson. Slides it across to Anderson. Here's a chance. Oh, misses the net. What a chance there.
Oh, it was a great chance and one that he will want back. The puck is all around him, though. If he continues to get to the right spots at the right time, you got to figure he's going to put one by the tendy.
Quick pass to Kapanen. Moves it to the middle. And that's intercepted. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Kucherov. And they turn it over in the neutral zone. Quick feed to Bolduc. Montreal's got the puck against the boards. Oh, fantastic stop here. Takes the feed at the point. And he takes a shot. And that turns off one of his teammates in front. Hort's got the puck in his own zone. Into the offensive end now. Moves it to Gensel. And the puck leaves the offensive end. They'll be forced to do it over from center. Read that perfectly with the poke check. Picked up along the boards by Hedman. And he handles the cross-ice pass. Slides it over to point. Puts it on net. Oh, he stops it with a glove. Great reflexes there.
Well, we all know in playoffs that the ice closes up quickly. It can feel real small out there, and so you got to find ways to create your space. And that's a huge hit right there, sending a message, trying to open up ice and open up space.
Montreal's got the lead in shots. Nevertheless, they still trail here in the first. Off the draw, and a nice job locking up his opponent. The Canadiens move to the offensive zone. Stoppage in play, offside the call. More than half the frame has been played here. The Bolts lead it 1-0. Gord's quick stick lands from the puck here at center. Shot, and he gets a piece of that one and denies it.
Well, you know he's got the skill set to be able to maintain possession of this puck, but how about the determination to have his eyes on the prize the whole time and to get out of the coverage to be able to get a shot on net? That's courage, and that certainly is a will to take it to the net.
Fires it! Stopped by the blocker.
Vasilevsky's made a great save, and even better is the redirect to the corner.
Here's an opportunity in front of the net. Tampa Bay's got the puck along the wall. Here's a chance to clear the defensive zone. And they get the puck out of the zone, and they'll go for a breather.
This is exactly what they needed. You get fresh legs out there. You also get fresh minds, and you need both to win, James.
Good clearing attempt to breathe. Slides it across to Shekai. Handles the puck. Avoids a poke check. Oh, a clutch save!
But there's no surprise here, James. I mean, he's so powerful. You can see it in his stride. You can see it in his body position. I mean, he's just a freight train taking it to the net.
Knocks the puck loose. Here's a shot. Makes the save using the hashtag blocked. Montreal's got the puck. Looking for space inside the D zone. Passes over to Anderson. And now it's grabbed by Carrier. Oh, what a save by Vasilevsky. Through center along the wing. Here in the corner, he grabs the puck and makes the save.
Vasilevsky's made a great save on that last play, taking away a high-danger chance because of his ability to anticipate and know where the shooter's coming from.
More than half the period has expired. 1-0 is where we sit at this point. Nice job tying up his opponent. The Bolts in transition at center. Quick shot. Makes the save and putting out the fire in front. Puck scooped up by Matheson. The Bolts look to start the transition game. And that's a great hits-up play by Bjorkstrand.
Well, that play didn't go his way, James. He tried a little bit too much there. When you're trailing the game, I get you want to try and do a little bit extra and try and create some offense. And unfortunately, that didn't work out.
Oh, great glove save. Where'd that come from? Montreal's had the scoring opportunities, but they still find themselves behind in the first. Evans wins the offensive zone face-off, and here we go. The Bolts gain possession. Picked up along the wall by Paul. And he passes it up ahead to Bjorkstrand. Here we go. On their rusher. And he's got that one.
Not trying to take your job, James, but I had to mention that big hit. Wow, that was a ringer.
Here's a short pass to Evans. Oh, he makes another save.
That's a fantastic sequence of saves there, James. He was so dialed in, he tracked it perfectly.
Vasilevsky's going to hang on to the puck for a whistle.
I love that he's controlling what he can control right here, and for him, that's imposing his physical will, and he really wants to rally the troops. He knows they're trailing, but it's a spark, right? It's all about a spark and what comes next.
More than half the period has gone by. Hope you're enjoying this one. Tampa Bay's ahead 1-0. The Habs win the draw, and they go on the attack here in the offensive zone. And he makes the save on that play. Inside the offensive zone. Oh, and he just got enough of that to keep it out. Now over to Shokai. Quick pass to Evans. Dishes it off. Oh, and it makes the save. Just got enough to keep it out. In the final moments of this period, we got a 1-0 game to this point. Back underway, and they take possession here inside the offensive zone. And a great save.
It's always a challenge to make a save when there's tons of traffic in front of you, but he does a great job of tracking, staying dialed in, and makes the save. Hedman's been so dangerous tonight, James. He scored the go-ahead goal, and he's got the puck on his stick now.
And he takes the pass. Here they are on the attack. Shot denies him. On the one-timer, blocked in traffic. Takes control of the puck. Denies him in front. There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on. The Canadiens continue to trail despite multiple scoring opportunities here in the late stages of this first period. Tampa Bay's got the puck after winning the defensive zone faceoff. And he moves it up to Gergensen. Gets a piece of it to keep it out.
Vasilevsky's able to make that save look easy, James. It's because he gets to the top of his crease, he cuts down these angles, and then he can redirect it to safety.
Face-off coming up here. They were buzzing moments ago.
Yeah, they really were, and it's a tough spot for the goaltender. Everyone else can change, but he can't. He's got to out-battle his opponent now.
And they win the draw in the offensive zone, and they go to work. Denies him. He got all of it. Officials have got both teams ready, and it looks like play is set to resume here. The Habs win it. He grabs the puck here at the point. And that goes off a player in front. Taken along the wall by Caulfield. Denied by the goaltender. Coughs it up on the play. Picking up momentum across the zone here on the right side. And he gets in front of that rocket. Slavkovsky's moving the puck through his own zone. To his teammate. Here's a shot. And that shot gets blocked by one of his own teammates. Here in the late goings of the period, we've got a 1-0 hockey game thus far. Deneau's won the draw, and they'll look to set up. Oh, comes up with a stop. Tries to feed it over to Gonçalves. Puck picked up by Point. And the battle for that loose puck along the boards. The Canadiens gain control of the puck. Slides it across. How did he stop that one?
The goaltenders are the last line of defense for a reason. This time, he bails his team out.
Montreal's had the shot advantage here in this first period, but they still find themselves down. And there's a little boost from off the wing as the centers were tied up there. Big time stop there. Pinned up along the boards. Scooped up along the wall by Chernak. Angles it over to Hedman. From the right side, moves it up ahead. Takes it to the net. Oh, what a save in front. The Canadiens have it against the wall. Moves it quickly over to Shekai. The Bolts get a hold of the puck in the open ice. And now he tries to get it across to Hagel. The Canadiens gain possession in their own end. Montreal's got it in their own zone. Off a stick and they can't connect. And now it's over to Hagel. Rocked him. Shekai's taking it from his own end. Taken by Caulfield. They've got numbers. Turns him away. The Bolts have a hold of it in the defensive zone. With some open space at center. Fires it on net. And that's blocked away. Quick pass to Caulfield. And now he moves it to Evans. Takes a shot. And scores! Tied in!
Now, you can't worry about what happened in the game, James. It's all about what you do now. Staying in the present, that's exactly what they've done, and they've got the equalizer. Well, that's just an incredible move to get the goaltender to bite in. He doesn't even have to raise this puck, James. He can just slide it right by into the open net.
The Canadiens answer back in timely fashion here, Cheryl.
Yeah, they give up a goal early in the opening frame, not the way they would have wanted to start it, but if they can get out of this period and the score is tied, it is a win. Because when you're looking at the barrel of a team that was all over you, you'll take it heading into the intermission.
Loose puck battle along the boards. The Bolts have it now. There's the whistle. We got an offside. Getting into the later stages of this period, the next goal could be a big one as we are tied. Montreal's won the draw and they take possession here in the open ice. The Canadiens play it along the boards. Quick feed to Gergensons. Through the neutral zone up along the wing. Gergensons has the puck against the half wall. Grabbed along the board by Destu. Takes a hit, he goes down to the ice and toss up the puck. Hammers it! Puck grab by Kapanen. Clock ticking down here inside the first period. With possession along the wall. Shot! Simple glove save by Vasilevsky. Puck is frozen and we get a stoppage in play. Both teams are set, they're ready to drop the puck. The Canadiens take possession here inside the offensive zone. The Bolts have it now. Into the attacking area from the left side. Handles that one. We're going to face off after the puck stays covered up. Good read by the winger as the two centers tie up. Texier's got it in the offensive end. Oh, got a piece of it to keep it out.
Vasilevsky's able to put that puck to the corner, and it really keeps the puck out of harm's way. No second shot opportunity.
Picked up along the boards by Perry. Good fight for the puck along the boards. Sends it ahead to Evans. Forces the turnover in the neutral zone. And he makes the save. And the puck's knocked loose. Quick pass across to Destu. Fires it. Too much congestion in front. minutes of action here tonight. We've got lots more still to come. Second period is just around the corner.
Don't miss a chance to see the greatest talents in the world when they visit our city. See the official arena website for details on upcoming concerts.
All tied up here in the second. All right, Pounder, how would you assess this game through the first 20 minutes played?
Tampa Bay's performance in the first period was lackluster. They didn't generate any offense, and they weren't attacking with any kind of speed. They're going to have to find a way to shore that up, James, because their opponent is really taking it to them. They're fortunate that this game is still tied.
The Habs play it along the boards. Passes it over. Fantastic save. Suzuki's working it around in the corner. And now it's grabbed by Hagel. Gains the zone through center. Solid hit on the play. Sends it over to Slavkovsky. Makes some space. Quick shot. Oh, how did he stop that? What a save by Vasilevsky. The Lightning have taken possession along the wall. They've got numbers here. Here he is in close. Scores! The go-ahead goal puts them in front.
Well, now they're in front, James, so they'll have some energy. You know that their first few strides will be more urgent, but they'll have to be accountable on the other side of the puck as well. This is a prime example of seizing your opportunity and executing because, listen, when you're in your own zone, you got to weather the storm. That's exactly what happens here. And they get the opportunity when the puck goes the other way. They capitalize, they execute because of their defense.
Tampa Bay's rolling now, having taken a one-goal lead here in the second.
Well, yeah, they got to be a wave of momentum that continues to push and press now, James, as they seem to have control of the game right now. They can't give any momentum back to their opponent.
Sneaks away with the puck after he was tangled up on the draw. Huge steal at his own end. Nice zone entry from the middle. Passes the puck over to Matheson. Takes the pass. Takes the shot. The Lightning have the puck in their own end. Moves at the point. Takes a shot. Makes the glove stop. Vasilevsky's going to hang on for the whistle here. It's been a ho-hum night for him.
Well, it really has. He hasn't been tested, but it is a close game, and he's got to come up big. He has to stay dialed in and focused in this one.
Lots of time left in this period. The Bolts are looking to build on this one-goal lead. Slides the puck over. Feeds it over! That was amazing! What a save by Vasilevsky! The Bolts will play it from the defensive zone. Tampa Bay's ready to go on the attack. Back to the point, they set it up. Oh, how did he get a glove on that? What a stop by Jones! Montreal's put a lot of pucks on net, and yet they still find themselves trailing here in the second. And a solid job tying up his opponent. Here's a short pass to Carrier. Shot! Official blows the play dead as the puck goes out of bounds. Center's gliding up to the face-off dots here. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. The Bolts will play it in their own end. Good fight for the puck along the boards. Slides the puck over to McDonough. Tosses it on to Gergensen. Drills him. Oh, we'll get some tired defenders as icing is the call. And there's a little help from your friends right there from off the wing coming up with the puck. Shuts him down.
What an incredible save in a high-danger scoring area. I mean, right in the slot, he's in perfect position to make that glove save.
And they win the draw here in their own end. Bumped off the puck and tries to make a diagonal pass to Bolduc. Picked up along the wall by Texier. Puck is frozen and we'll get a face-off. We're still in the early stages of this period. Tampa Bay's got a slim lead. They lead it 2-1. draw inside his own end. With the stop. The Bolts gain possession along the wall. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. There's another for the hit parade. Gallagher's gained the line and on the attack. The Canadiens have it from the corner. From the back of the cage with the puck. Oh, what a stop by Vasilevsky. And it's kicked away. Oh, just a great heads-up play by Bjorkstrand. Here he is, shot right in front. And a great save.
The goaltender is very aware of where that puck is in that low slot area and defends his crease by getting out, being aggressive, and taking away any of the net.
Moves the puck into the attacking area. Simple stop by Vasilevsky. Moves the puck up to Gore. The Bolts cross the line and gain the zone. Montreal's got a hold of it against the wall. Here they come up along the wing. Into the middle of the neutral zone. Makes his presence known on the ice. Tries to feed it across. The Bolts move the puck in the defensive zone. Gonçalves setting up against the wall. Turns it away. Taken along the wall by Gore. And they'll battle for that loose puck along the boards. And the defenders come up with the puck.
Montreal has been excellent tonight, James. They found ways to work hard on and off of the puck, and when they're away from it, they've really done a great job of being in good position to be able to take away lanes and angles, seams, you name it. But it has to translate to something. This is still a close game.
The Habs have been generating a lot of pucks on net, but they still trail here in the second. Suzuki's won the draw here in the offensive zone. Big time stop there. They go on the attack through center. Montreal's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Takes the feed. Montreal's got it along the wall. Tampa Bay's looking to break out. Scooped up along the wall by McDonough. Montreal's gained possession along the boards. Moves it quickly over to Suzuki. The Bolts get a hold of the puck in their own end. Gaining momentum along the wing. Montreal's got the puck along the boards. Taken by Hudson. Kapanen's got it in the defensive end. And here's the pass to Suzuki. Slides it back to the blue line. And he hits one of his own teammates with that shot. The Bolts have it behind the cage. Quick pass to Hagel. Icing is the call. We'll get a face-up at the other end. Getting closer to the halfway point of this frame. The Bolts are clinging to a 2-1 lead. Off the draw, they take possession. Quick feed to McDonough. Steps inside the attacking zone down the left wing. The Habs get a hold of the puck along the boards. Moves it to Texier. He carries the puck up along the wing. Puts it on net. Oh, and he just gets a piece of it to keep it out. Hammers a shot. Oh, it stops him again. He did it again in there. My goodness.
Oh, man, he's so dialed in, makes consecutive saves there and keeps his team in it.
Oh, had a chance to make a nice move, and the puck disagreed with him.
Hegel's known for his creativity, and he tries one too many moves there, and he loses the puck.
Good hit to bump him off the puck. And now it's grabbed by Gore. Good stand-up hit. Puck scooped up by Deneau. Dishes it off. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one.
Well, a nice save by the goaltender, and even better is that he redirects the puck to the corner to safety.
And now he angles it across to Gonçalves. Here's a shot. Oh, I thought he was going to be beaten, and he somehow got a piece of that. Oh, he just got thunderstruck.
Well, he did. I mean, closing so quickly, no time and space there, and just crushes him.
What a hit. Newhook's got it against the boards. Here's a blast. Oh, you gotta love the effort as he blocks that.
The Bolts player showing a ton of leadership here, playing with a lot of energy, getting in shot lanes, blocking shots. Listen, in playoffs, you do what it takes to win the games.
Puck picked up by Kapanen. Oh, great play to sidestep the poke check. There's an injection of energy with that hit. Vasilevsky's opted to hang on to the puck for a face-off.
Oh, that's an absolutely massive hit, James. These are the types of hits that can change the landscape of the game. The power of the legs right through the body. Lack of awareness there on the puck carrier.
Inching closer to the midway mark of this period. It's 2-1. Ford's won the draw in his own end. Now let's see if they can clear it. Delayed penalty coming up here. Whistle blows, stopping the play. Slavkovsky's going off for a pair for cross-checking.
It's tough to be behind the 8-ball on the PK when you're trailing by 1. Sometimes it feels like wasted time, James. It's not wasted, though. You got to get back to even strength, and maybe you can have a power kill in there as well. Generate some momentum.
Tampa Bay's man advantage unit will take to the ice for the first time tonight.
Well, they've earned their first power play of the game. A tone setter right here and an opportunity to look at the coverage on the setup.
And they'll dump it in. Here's an offensive chance. And that's intercepted by Kucherov. Tampa Bay's moving it into the offensive end. Stops the rocket of a shot. There's the whistle as the puck stopper elects to hang on. Texier's recognizing they're still short-handed here as they get ready for the face-off. And they win the defensive zone face-off. And they get the puck out of the danger zone. Tampa Bay's got it behind the net. On the attack into the offensive end, right up the gut. Here's a short pass to Kucherov. Comes up with the stop.
What a save, and they always say chance favors a prepared mind here, and this is a product of preparation here, James. You can't see the puck. You know you got to find it. You got to find it somehow. You trap, you make the save.
Scoops up the puck here. Moves it quickly over to Hedman.
The second unit's going to come out on the power play, and there's still some time left on the clock to be able to capitalize here. They might want to keep it a little bit simpler and just try and direct traffic to the net.
The Lightning have gained control of the puck along the wall. Slides it diagonally to Perry. Receives the pass. Tampa Bay's got the puck along the wall. Off the inside of the post and stays out. A game of inches.
Tampa Bay's players on the bench are shaking their head. They can't believe that didn't go in. They thought they had extended the cushion to their lead, but unfortunately it hits the post and out.
Montreal's got possession while undermanned. Puck hops onto the bench, and we got a stoppage in play. Still some precious time left on this power play as they get set to drop the puck. Tampa Bay's won it. Now they'll go on the attack. And he gets in front of that one.
Well, he didn't flamingo there. If you want to be on a PK, you got to make sure that you get to those shooting lanes hard and fast.
They'll want to clear the zone here while they're trying to kill off this penalty. Puck cleared from the defensive end. The Lightning have possession along the boards.
Slavkovsky's almost out of the box.
Moves it over to Dobson. Through the middle of the ice, they enter the attacking zone. Slavkovsky's out of the box. He owes a lot of credit to that penalty-killing unit.
Power plays have the opportunity to really dictate pace and change the momentum of the game, and this one didn't do any of it, James. Certainly frustrated as they head back to the bench.
The Bolts gain control of the puck. They try to maintain possession inside the defensive zone. Working the puck deep inside their own end. The Bolts scoop it up along the boards. Radish is carrying it ahead. Here's a chance! And that goes off a body. Quick pass to Suzuki. Through the neutral zone and into the offensive end. Turns it aside with the glove.
I love what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to play with a competitive edge and an intensity.
The Habs have had a lot of good looks offensively, but they still trail in the second. And from off the wing, he comes up with it with both centers scrummed up. Goaltender covers it up, and we'll get a reset here. Still lots of time left in the period. We've got a 2-1 game. Well, that's one way to win the draw as he skates away with the puck after the two centers were tied up. The Canadiens have it against the wall. Here they come. Shot, and that doesn't reach the net. Passes it to Chernak. Tampa Bay's got a hold of the puck. They've got the defense outnumbered. Fires it, and he makes the save there. Quick feed to Carrier. Takes the feed. Can't connect. Shot. Oh, how did he keep it out? What a blocker stop by Vasilevsky. Can't maintain possession. Moves the puck along the half wall. Oh, he has it. They tie it up. They tie it up with the ball.
That is huge, James. They were behind in this one, but they were always focused on the next step. And when you do that, you're able to look at what's ahead of you, not what's behind you. And they get the equalizer for their efforts. This is the type of player that coaches love, James. Infuses energy throughout the entire lineup. Being hard and heavy on the puck, being relentless on the forecheck, and then getting rewarded with a goal. Absolutely outstanding.
More than half the period has expired. It's all tied up. Tampa Bay's won it. Gets it over to Perry. Here's a shot. Oh, he gets a blocker on it. What a stop by Jones. Deflected in front, and it gets over to a wall. From center, they get into the attacking area. And that pass attempt is deflected. Here they come on the attack down the right side. And down it goes as the puck goes free. Montreal's got a hold of the puck now. Steps across the blue line. Quick shot, and that goes wide. The Lightning have the puck against the boards. Tampa Bay's in transition. Fires it on net. Comes up with the stop.
Well, that's an absolutely massive hit, James. These are the types of hits that can change the landscape of the game. The power of the legs right through the body. Lack of awareness there on the puck carrier.
Centers are set. Face-off ready to resume play. The Bolts win it. Here's a shot. Misses a golden opportunity there. Montreal's got the puck in the defensive end. Slides it across. Oh, wasn't clean, but he did enough. Works it across to McDonough. And now he tries to get it across to Cirelli. Sends it over. Here's a pass to the middle. And he shuts down a great scoring chance there. And now it's over to Texier. Intercepted at center by Kucherov. Moves it to Texier. Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. Takes a shot. And play continues as that goes off the glove.
Jones' last save was a reminder how good he can be when he is on point and tracking the puck well here. He steals one from his opponent to keep that one out of the net.
Past the mark of this period. We got a tie game. Swoops in off the wing to grab the puck after the centerman tied him up. Oh, and he comes up with a big stop there. They win the face-off here in their own end and take possession. Handles the pass. They've got numbers here. Shot! And not much on that one. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen. Centers glide into the dots. We're ready to get things back going again. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. And he takes the dish. They gain the offensive zone from the middle. Quick shot! Denies him with the save. Scrum along the wall. The Bolts gain control of the puck against the wall. Slides it on over to Gonsalves. Oh, he misfires on that. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. And loses possession after a solid hit. The Bolts move it ahead. And that's broken up with a stick in front. Takes a shot. Makes a save. Cool and calm under pressure. The frozen biscuits dropped, and we are back underway here. Moves it quickly over to Suzuki. The Lightning have gained possession off the wall. Finds nothing more on that shot.
Sorry for jumping in, James, but that was a massive hit.
Puck grab by Suzuki. The Lightning have it in their own zone. Solid body contact. Grabbed along the board by Shekai. Feeds the puck over to Slavkovsky. Passes it over. And that's blocked in traffic. Taken by Shekai. Oh, he got all of that. What a save by Vasilevsky. Tries to feed it over to Gergensons. Coughs up possession of the puck. Montreal's got it in their own zone. Takes the feed at center from the right wing. Shot! Tremendous play for the team as he blocks it. And they continue to fight for that puck along the wall. The Canadiens get a hold of the puck in the open ice. What a steal in his own end. Kernak stick handling in his own zone. And he takes the feed. Picked up along the boards by Paul. Blocked. He may have just stopped the goal.
I think he did, James. I mean, you got to protect the house, especially when it's a great threat shot like that, and he finds a way to get in front of that and quick.
Harry's lugging the puck. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Montreal's got a hold of it along the wall. Grabbed along the boards by Paul. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Moves the puck. Across the line and on the attack. Here's a short pass to Cirelli. Rips it. They score! A clutch goal gives them the lead.
Well, it's very timely, isn't it, James? To give them the lead, and also the confidence that they've shown these past few shifts led to that opportunity. I thought that he should have had this puck here, James. I think he does as well. There's one player net front, and yeah, creating a screen, but he's got to out-battle that player one-on-one, find a way to track that puck.
Tampa Bay's got a one-goal lead here in period number 2.
And it's been an ugly one, hasn't it, James? I mean, they're lucky to have the lead.
You said it.
They have not had the puck on their stick, and this is a real deflator for their opponent.
Cirelli's quick stick lands on the puck here at center. The Bulls play it along the wing. The Canadiens take possession in the defensive end.
Kucherov stick snaps, and he's off to the bench to get a new one. Gets back into the play quickly.
Quick pass to Bolduc. From the point, looks to make something happen. Driving right to the front. Vasilevsky's got the puck, and he's going to hang on. Just here in the late stages of this frame, the Bolts are hanging on to this one-goal lead. They'd love to add another. Deneau's won the face-off here in the offensive zone. Quick feed to Anderson. Pokes it away at his own end. Look at this down the right wing. They're on the attack. And he catches that one with the glove. In front, and a stoppage on the play as the goaltender covers things up. The Habs need to start finding a way to finish on some of these chances here late in the second. The Bolts win the draw. Oh, and somehow he gets a sliver of it and keeps him at bay. And now he moves it to Anderson. Pass in front. Oh, he comes up with a stop. Moves it to Anderson. Picked up along the wall by Deneau. Scores! And the scratching and clawing is paid off as we are back to even.
Well, back to evens, James. I really like their game. I mean, when you're pushing and you're trying to find a way to get ahead and on top, you have to trust the process. That's exactly what they've done, and they've been rewarded for it. That's just a heads-up shot. He saw the 5-hole open, and the quick delivery of the puck beats the goaltender clean.
Montreal's push in the offensive end gets them the equalizer they needed.
Yeah, and with impeccable timing, too, James. Yeah, at the end of the period, you always know you want to maintain your composure, but you also want to create a ton of energy. You don't want to be scored on, but you certainly want to score a goal. They did just that. They got themselves back at evens in this game.
Hammers the shot. Can't connect as it goes off the stick. And he's ridden off the puck. Scrum along the boards. And that's poked away by Gonsalves. Moves it quickly over to Hudson. Montreal's got it in their own zone. Can't connect on the shot. The Lightning have taken possession along the wall. And the lane's clogged up, blocking that. And he takes the feed. Gets the puck over to Gallagher. Here's the pass in front. Great defensive play to pick off the pass. Puts it on net. Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that?
Well, the shooter's in a coveted spot on the ice, right in the middle of it.
Scores! The go-ahead goal puts them in front.
Well, and this has been trending to happen, James. They've been closing on the puck quickly. You sense an upward trajectory as this game's progressed, and they find the back of the net. I love this goal, James, but I like even more how it all started. I mean, you've got to initiate contact, but it's got to be clean. It's a clean hit that disrupts the player from puck. Then he gets on his horse, he gets activated in the play, he's engaged, and he finishes it off.
The Lightning have jumped in front late in period number 2.
Wow, this is a huge and timely goal. If they can hold on to this lead heading into the intermission, you know that it's going to be a positive environment in the room, and they're going to come out flying to start the third. They've set themselves up nicely.
Here's a short pass to Caulfield. Oh, great read on the play. Puts a little mustard on the hit to knock the puck loose. Moving into the attacking zone. Putting the hard hat on here. What a hit. Handles a sweet feed. Montreal's got control of it now from their own end. The Canadiens looking against the half wall. Pass to Gord. Carries the puck through the neutral zone. There's the collision, and look who's hit again.
Well, he's been a punching bag tonight, James. He's going to have to find a way to get out of the way.
Feeds it over. And that's blocked from someone in front. Quick pass to Matheson. Shot right in front. Stones him with the blocker.
is critical in the game of hockey, putting it to the corner, and now the offensive player has to hound the puck.
Gord's got the puck. The Habs look to start the transition game. Oh, huge hit against the wall, and you know they felt that one.
Well, and that's a tone setter. That's sending a message to every player on your team. Get involved physically, pay the price, use your body, and get the puck. Let's have a look at that last hit. I mean, that was absolutely huge change. You know that this is a momentum changer. You can see the bench erupt with that one.
Montreal's trailing here late in the second period despite being the more active team offensively. Tampa Bay's taking possession in their own end. Sends the pass over. The Bolts take it along the wall. And now it's grabbed by Paul. Tampa Bay's got possession of the puck. Had save ease. Angles it over to McDonough. Makes another stop. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. In the final moments of this period, this one has been a good back-and-forth contest. We're sitting with a 4-3 hockey game. Kapanen's won the draw deep in the defensive zone. Gives it right back. Moves it around along the half wall. Dishes it off. And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. McDonough's taking it from his own end. Quick pass across to Descu. Oh, they telegraph the pass, and he picks it off.
But you play the game differently depending on the situation, and when you're up, you got to know it, and you got to game manage, and you got to puck manage. That turnover, coach isn't going to like that one at all.
Now he slides it up to Hagel. Sends a pass over. Pass across to Anderson. Oh, and he somehow got a little piece of it, and it stays out of the net. Montreal's got control of it now here in the offensive end. Picked off by Kucherov. Both sides digging in for that puck along the wall. And that's off a stick. The Bolts have it now. Tampa Bay's on the attack. Here's a shot, and he easily stops that one. Slides it diagonally to Deneau. Here's a chance. Blocked in traffic. Quick feed to Descu. Right up the gut into the offensive end. Shot. Oh, and it stays out. He got a piece of that one.
Jones' last save shows his incredible agility and his ability to move freely within his crease. I mean, he's got the power push. He's got the positioning to be able to make that save.
The Canadiens have had their chances, but they still trail late in the second. Points won the face-off, and now let's see what they can do. Takes a shot. Well, there's the horn, and that means 2 periods down. And there's still a critical third to play. Looking forward to this one. Third period action is coming up.
Are you a super fan? Here's your chance to prove it. If you have the best decorated car or home, you could win ringside tickets to an upcoming game.
James Cebulski ready to bring you all the play-by-play. Here we go. Period number 3 is underway. I wonder if things tighten up because both ends of the ice have been pretty loose. Lots of offense so far. All right, Cheryl, how do you sum up what we've watched so far tonight?
The Bolts continue to lead in this third period, but the question is for how long, James? I mean, this has been a back-and-forth, action-packed game of offense. I don't know. I wouldn't like to play in this game because I was all defense, and there's none of it tonight.
The lane was plugged up, and that shot's blocked. From the right side, they gain the zone. The Habs will play it in their own end. Taken along the wall by Slavkovsky. The Canadiens pick up steam and are on the attack. Great use of the body to knock him off the puck. Shuts him down. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down. Montreal's trailing early in this third period despite leading in the shot department. Now they got to finish. Points won the draw here in their own zone. Handles the puck. Great stick work with the steal. Newhook's got it in the offensive zone. Fires it. Oh, he just got enough of that to keep it out. Gets the tip. There's another stop. They are really buzzing here in the offensive end. And they skate it out of the danger zone. From point blank. And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play.
Such an impressive save, James. I love to look at these ones again because it's not just being in great position. It's being desperate. It's finding a way to get to the puck, keeping your eye on it at all times, tracking it, out-battling and out-willing everyone around you.
We're still in the early stages of this period. Tampa Bay's got a 1-goal lead here. They're up 4-3. And they win the offensive zone face-off. Now let's see if they can capitalize. And a great save. Handles the puck at the point. And they'll battle for that loose puck along the boards. Tampa Bay's got a hold of it against the wall. Here's a chance, sends it in front, and that goes off a body and a ride. The Habs cross the blue line and are on the attack. Gets in front of him.
Vasilevsky's made a great save, and even better is the redirect to the corner.
And he totally whiffs on that one. Scooped up along the wall by Kapanen. And the puck leaves the zone. Taken by Matheson. Slides the puck ahead to Bolduc. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Kapanen. And that goes off course off a body. Tampa Bay's got it along the wall. Oh, he gets hit again.
Well, this is a tough enough game as it is, but if you have your head down, you are going to get land-basted over and over again.
And the goalie covers up for the whistle.
I'll tell you what, James, that ain't incidental contact. That was intentional, certainly trying to really drive that body and separate the player from puck.
Montreal's been the better team, but not necessarily boasting the better goaltender, trailing early in the third. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. The Lightning have possession along the boards. Radish is going to play it against the half wall. Moves it to Cirelli. Just enough to keep it out there. Passes it over to Carrier. Gaining momentum up along the side. Picked up along the boards by Radish. Through the neutral zone, up along the wing. Oh, a clutch save!
What a fantastic save from a high-danger scoring area, James. And, I mean, he's bailing his team out. They have to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice.
It stays out!
Tampa Bay's coaches will be happy with this game so far, James. They're generating a lot of shots. They're in the lead. Yeah, they've run them off the post a number of times, but you got to expect when you have possession and you're driving the net, you're going to get another one.
The Bolts will now be undermanned with a cross-checking penalty.
Well, with protect it. You can't be in the box. Now they're short-handed, and they got to find a way to kill it off.
Montreal sending their power play unit out for the first time tonight.
Power plays are a funny thing, especially when you're down by one, James. You have to act as if you are the hunter, and you have to possess that puck and attack.
Trying to get the puck out of his own end. And the puck's out of harm's way. Setting up behind his own net now. Slides the pass over to Suzuki. Feeds the puck to Slavkovsky. Shot! Block shot!
Well, if you want to be on the PK, James, you have to know how to get in front of shots, and he does exactly that, taking away the threat.
The Habs get a hold of the puck along the boards. Trying to get it out of the zone here. And they get the puck out of the zone.
I like the aggressive sequence to this PK unit, James. They're all over the puck in straight lines. They're hard and heavy on it. When they get it, they send it 200 feet down the ice, and this kills some valuable time and gets them a line change.
And now he angles it across to Caulfield. Here's a shot. Denies the slapper. Vasilevsky's going to get a much-needed stop here as he hangs onto the puck.
Well, it hasn't been a defensive masterpiece, that's for sure, but he has been dynamic. He has been electric in this one, a reason why they have the lead. He's trying to hold on to it right now. He wants to slow everything down with this whistle.
Ford's won the faceoff. A chance to clear. And he's able to move the puck across the blue line and out of harm's way. And he can't hang on after that hit. Feeds it over to Newhook. And now he tries to get it across to Gallagher. Rocks him on the play. Gets the puck in deep. Montreal's got a hold of the puck now. And they continue to fight for that puck along the wall. The Bolts will play it from the defensive zone. Montreal's got the puck along the boards. And that shot gets caught in traffic. They move the puck out of harm's way. The Habs scoop it up along the boards. They gain the zone from the left side. Goes right to the crease. Tremendous stop by Vasilevsky.
A player should never be left alone in the slot, but man, is the goaltender to task here. Gets out in front of it and makes the save.
Montreal's gained possession along the boards.
Kucherov's almost ready to get back on the ice.
Here's a chance in front. And that's stopped. Tampa Bay's PK unit comes up clutch.
Now, when you have the player advantage and you're down by a goal, you have to generate some momentum. And the first stop is putting it in the back of the net. And now they're back at even strength, trying to get back on the board.
Slides the puck across to Slavkovsky. The Canadiens play it along the boards. The Bolts gain control of the puck against the wall. Inside the offensive zone.
Hagel looking to complete the hat trick. He's got 2 in the game. He's looking for his third.
Here they come. Here on the left side on the attack. Glove save made by Vasilevsky. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. Montreal's had countless shots throughout the night, but they still find themselves behind the 8 ball here in period number 3. Tampa Bay's got the puck after winning the defensive zone faceoff. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. The Habs gain control of the puck. And now he passes up to Suzuki. The Habs are across the line and into the offensive end. The Bolts get a hold of the puck in their own end. Here they come through center and into the offensive end. Cuts to the front. Lets it go. Stops that one. Matheson's got the puck in his own zone. Sends it over. Denies him with the save. Tampa Bay's got the puck. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Fires it on net. Stops it cold. Sends it over to Gallagher. And he takes the pass. Takes a shot. That's blocked. Evans will play it to the corner. The Lightning have taken possession along the wall. Pokes it away to keep the pressure on. And the puck skips out of the zone. They'll have to regroup. Streaking through center, they go on the attack. Huge steal in his own end. Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. Dishes it to Hudson. Gallagher's moving the puck through his own zone. Moves it quickly over to Evans. Shot with the stop.
As a defender, you love when your goaltender has this kind of rebound control. Makes your life so much easier.
Scrum along the boards as they battle for the puck. Here's a chance to make something happen inside the neutral zone. Solid check to slow him down. Tries to make that cross-ice feed. Slides the puck to Hudson. Gains the zone through center. Quick shot! And kept that one out of the net. Takes the pass. Pushes it across to Holmberg. Takes the shot. Montreal's got the puck in their own end. The Habs move to the offensive zone. Shot! Stopped by the goaltender. He got a little piece of that one. Icing being waved off here.
Well, that's great hustle and anticipation to be able to get to the hash marks first, James.
Here he is, Russell on net. Big time stop there.
Well, that shot came quick, and it was right out front. He had to be sharp. He had to be right on it and show his brilliant reflexes.
Grabbed along the boards by Gallagher. Great pass from off the right side. Puts it on net. Oh, big time save by Vasilevsky. Here's a short pass to McDonough. And he loses control of the puck. And now it's over to Gallagher. They gain possession here inside the neutral zone. Tampa Bay's got the puck behind the net. Quick pass to Hagel. Down the right side and into the zone. Here they come on the rush. He got all that hit. Oh, it's denied by Jones.
A timely save is everything to your team, and this goaltender, he bails his team out.
Drives it to the crease. Stopped it with the paddle. Wow. Quick feed to McDonough. Points got it across the line. Passes in front. Puts it off the post. Montreal's got a hold of it along the wall. Right side set up ahead into the middle of the ice. There's a solid collision. Works it across to Perry. Slides the puck across to Chernak. Tries to feed it over to Point. Here's a shot. Grabs it with the glove.
McDonough's done all the work to get to the look he wants, but unfortunately just misses the mark by inches and puts it off the post.
Still a lot of time left in the period as we approach the midway mark. Tampa Bay's clinging to this 4-3 lead. And they win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Along the boards, they battle for the puck back and forth. Angles it over to Anderson. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. The Lightning have gained control of the puck along the wall. The Habs going to work on offense. Oh, just a great heads-up play by Hedman.
When you're trailing in a game, sometimes you try and do too much. You're overly aggressive, and you try and do a high-risk, high-reward play, and that's exactly what happens here. Unfortunately, it goes the other way.
Moves it to Cirelli. He carries the puck up along the wing.
Tampa Bay's top line has been just that tonight. They've contributed offensively, and they're a reason they're in the lead.
There's the whistle as the puck is frozen up. Montreal's got to be frustrated with how things have played out tonight, trailing in this third period. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. Feeds it on over to Slavkovsky. Takes the feed. Can't get it to go. Rejected by the blocker.
I really like this save, James, because he challenges the shooter who's all alone in the slot area. He turns aside a real dangerous opportunity.
And he made the save to keep that one out of the net. Pushes it across to Radish. Hard blast. Montreal's got control of it now from their own end. The Habs take it across the blue line. Denies him with a slobber. Moves it quickly over to Gergensons. Puck knocked loose after that hit. And now it's grabbed by Shekai. Dished on over to Slavkovsky. Here's a chance. Nice lead pass from the goaltender.
This is the best part of the game. It's really tight. It's down the stretch. One mistake either way will be the difference maker.
And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. Past the midway mark of the frame, the Bolts lead at 4-3. The Habs start with the puck in their own end. And that's broken up. There's the whistle. We get a face-off after the goalie covers up. The setters will glide into the dot. The Bolts win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Matheson's got it in the defensive end. Here's a short pass to Texier. No room for that one to get through. Puck moved over to Gonçalves. Point's got it against the boards. Oh, close save by Jones.
Does a great job with some great pushes to get to the top of his crease and make the save from a high-danger area.
Montreal's failed to convert on scoring opportunities, and lots of them here in this third period. And off the draw, they win possession. Slides the puck over. The Canadiens gain the zone. Stopped by the goaltender.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it out of danger.
Montreal's got the puck along the wall. Picked up ahead to his teammate who skates away. Gaining speed through center, and here they come on the attack. Shot denied by Vasilevsky.
Well, that's how you get a puck, James. I mean, you recognize the timing it takes to meet your opponent right at the right time. And I mean, that's just an explosive hit, gets the job done.
More than half the frame has been played here. The Bolts have just had a little more offense than their opponents tonight. They lead at 4-3. Can't complete the pass as it goes off a stick. Offense is on face-off, and he wins the draw. And that slides right out to center ice. Quick pass to Hudson. The Canadiens move the puck in the defensive zone. Scrum along the boards. The Lightning have gained possession off the wall. Picked up along the boards by Deneau. Quick feed to McDonough. Carries the puck through the neutral zone. Sends it into the offensive zone. The Habs have it now. Moves it over to Deneau. Great read by Paul. Too many bodies in the way. Moves the puck across to Gallagher. Fires it. Turns him away. Tampa Bay's got the puck along the boards. Gergensons plays it along the wall. Slides it across. Denies him in close.
This is a really nice save, James. I mean, the shooter's in the middle of the ice, is in the slot area, and he's got to get to the top of the crease, square to the puck to be able to make that save. Great job.
Right up Main Street and on the attack. Knocks him on the play. Montreal's looking to break out. Moves the puck over to Caulfield. Shot! And that's blocked. The Bolts take possession in the defensive end. Tampa Bay's got the puck against the half wall. Slides it across. We'll get a face-off after the puck stays covered up. The Canadiens still trail in this third period despite numerous scoring opportunities. Montreal's got it in the defensive zone. The Canadiens have it from their own end. Here's a shot. That's gloved by Vasilevsky. And a stick in the lane ends that threat. Slides the puck across to Cirelli. Back to the goal line. Denied by the goaltender. Good battle along the boards for the puck. Picked up along the wall by Kucherov. Blocker save. The Habs gain control of the puck against the wall. Play blown dead. Let's get the call. The Bolts will be forced to serve 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Well, the penalty killers are going to have to beat a task on this one, protecting that one-goal lead.
As we're about to drop the puck, the power play unit back out onto the ice for another opportunity.
James, this opportunity is a real gift for the power play, and it's a reason why these personnel have been put on it. They have the specialty set of skills to be able to take it to the net, but it all starts with the face-off.
14 minutes, 12 seconds.
Gourds recognizing they're still short-handed here as they get ready for the face-off. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Takes the feed at the back end. And they score! And here we go on a clutch third period goal to even things up.
Well, it's outstanding to stay in this game, James. I mean, it's all about the ups and downs and weathering the storm. They've done everything in this one, and they find themselves clawing their way back to evens.
Montreal's playing the win here now. They have tied it up here in the third.
You said it, James. They're not sitting back. They're attacking, and this is urgency that often presents itself late in the game. You wonder why you didn't start that way, but you can certainly finish it.
They take possession as he locks him up off the faceoff. Puck picked up by Cooley. Quick pass across to Newhook. Montreal's got a hold of the puck. Picks off the pass. Gonçalves has the puck against the half wall. And that pass goes off the stick. Moves it to Hedman. Pass back to the point. And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. Rips it and rips it. Oh, what a stop. Montreal's got possession of the puck. And now he moves it to Newhook. Lead pass ahead. Blocked, although that might be a save.
Well, that is a save, James. I don't think the goaltender would have gotten to position in time, and he's able to take it away.
Tampa Bay's got the puck in the defensive end. Here we go, one-man rush. Fires it on net, and he catches all of it in the chest. A critical draw here. Montreal's won the draw. Trying to clear the zone. The Lightning have possession along the boards. Oh, and a huge save. Looks to set up at the point now. And that's deflected off someone in front. Under siege and finally grabs that one and covers up for a whistle. This is a face-off they'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone. Evans wins the draw on their own end. Moves it quickly over to Cirelli. And he sidesteps the check there. Montreal's looking to break out of their own end. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Passes it over. Big time save by Vasilevsky. And he's pulled over to the ice and loses the puck. Oh, and a misfire as that goes right out of the zone. Puck scooped up by Matheson. Montreal's got it in their own zone. Here's a short pass to Matheson. Look at this. They've got some bodies here on the attack. Oh, how did he stop that? What a save by Vasilevsky. Into the offensive end, right up the middle. Texier stick handling in his own zone. Montreal's moving it into the offensive end. Takes a shot. Oh, that goes off the mask, and it stays out.
Coaches are always saying you got to give it your all. And this goaltender, well, he's going at it with full force and his full head. This one hits his mask, and he gets a jolt.
We got a delayed penalty coming up here as the left hand goes up in the air. There's the whistle, and here's the call.
Coach is visibly frustrated at this call late in the third period. Listen, you're in a tied game and really wants an explanation as to why the official is calling it at this point. Well, with earlier success on the power play, I think they'll operate in the same fashion, James, in that 1-3-1 setup where they look to work through the flanks because you know they've got some lethal shooters on this team.
Montreal's going to start with the puck inside the offensive zone. Vasilevsky's got the puck, and he's going to hang on for a whistle.
Well, there's only one reason that this game is tight, James. It's the guy between the crease. He elects to hold on to that one. He has been dynamite.
Cirelli's side still short-handed here as they slide in for the face-off. Off the face-off, they take the puck. Slides it diagonally to Cirelli. And he coughs it up with the pass. Takes that pass back to the point. Scores! Sends a power play goal, and it puts them in front.
Well, that's perfect execution. You have that player advantage. You got to use it. They did it. Now they're ahead. Oh, he's such a leader, James. I mean, it's an infectious energy when he scores, and the entire team is looking to him. The bench absolutely explodes. Now, all of a sudden, the momentum is there in their favor, all started by their fearless leader. Well, every team spends so much time on their power play, the sequences, the options, and they deliver on this set with a goal, and the coach is absolutely thrilled behind the bench as they approach. The feedback is there. It's all positive.
Montreal's got the lead here in period number 3. So, Cheryl, do you protect or do you keep on pushing now?
I think there's a fine balance here. I mean, you don't just want to play to hold on. You want to attack for the win, James, but you got to recognize where you are on the ice, and you got to trust who you put out there.
Paints it over. Turns it away on the slap shot. There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on. Late goings of this period. The Habs have taken the lead here over the last few minutes. They'd love to build on it. Cano's gained possession, and his great work inside the face-off circle pays off again. Along the half wall with the puck. Can't keep a hold of it. Dishes it off. Answers the call with a big save. And we get a whistle as the goaltender decides to hang on to this one. Montreal's looking to close things out here late in this third period as they continue to lead. And momentum on their side as they win the draw. Scores! And that's 3 unanswered goals. And as my mom likes to say, they're cooking with gas.
They're cooking with gas, and you can expect that they have put their opponents on their heels. This is a team that knows that they've worn their opponent down. Now they got to keep the pedal to the metal. And that's added insurance to their lead. And just look at the coach behind the bench. He is exploding with excitement right now, and why not? They can clinch the playoff series right now.
See if we can pick up some momentum again here as the face-off is ready to go. Puck is dropped, and we are back underway. Receives the pass. Just wide.
The Bullets have found themselves trailing in the third
The Canadiens gain possession. Oh, that sounded like a car crash against the wall. From right out of midair, he bats it down. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. Montreal's got a hold of the puck. They try to maintain possession inside the defensive zone. Intercepted the pass.
Playing with confidence is one thing, but then you can be overconfident as well, James, especially when you have a lead. You want to make sure you're in good positioning to be able to backtrack and help out your defense.
Montreal's coaches have to be impressed from what they're seeing from their players tonight. All sorts of scoring chances, and they lead late in the third. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on. Montreal's going to start with the puck in their own end. And he makes the save with ease.
Jones has looked really comfortable and dialed in the crease tonight, James. He's calm, he's composed, he's made the saves he's needed to. But his team has played excellent in front of him and created a ton of scoring chances, a reason why they have a healthy lead.
Moved up ahead after a nice pass from the right wing. Shot! Oh, he stopped that rocket! Quick pass to Cirelli. Denies him again! Looks to make a play over to Hudson. Montreal's got it in the offensive zone. Tries to get it to Gensel. Oh, and he gets a little nasty with that collision.
And that collision is going to create puck possession. You have to separate body from puck. Coaches love these plays, right? You're not the one that's necessarily going to gain possession, but you're going to create it.
Quick feed to Caulfield. Puck grab by Gensel. Takes the feed. And he lowers the boom there. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Slafkovsky. Fires into the empty net.
As that empty net goal went in, everyone on the bench and on the ice knew that that put the game to bed.
The Habs are going to want to bring this big lead home late in the third. Montreal's won the draw in the neutral zone. Oh, and just like that, steals the puck and goes the other way. Denies him, he got all of it. Montreal's gained possession along the boards. They're looking to make something happen through the neutral zone now. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. And he loses possession of the puck after trying to make one too many moves.
Point's got a lot of flash to his game, in particular with his hands and the ability to manipulate his opponent, but he gets caught on that one and the puck dies on his stick.
They came, they saw, they conquered. They're moving on to the next round. Moves the pass in front. What a chance, but they can't connect. There's the horn, and they finish the job. They're moving on. It's been a party atmosphere all night, and it continues here. Really impressed by how this team responded, and obviously they benefit by closing things out here at home.
It wasn't perfect, James, but they managed the ebbs and flows and the momentum switches within the series, and I thought that they were terrific in terms of the effort areas, and that goes a long way when you're grinding it out.
Well, a fun night of hockey comes to an end, but guess what, everybody? There's always next time, and we will see you then. For Cheryl Pounder, I'm James Cebulski. Thanks for playing.